Noah being at 11.7, Chase, Coach kind of mentioned your duration through your LSU career, not necessarily the injury, how you kind of dreamt of it happening, but what does it mean to you to be on the mound for the final out of the College World Series National Championship?
Yeah, it means everything. Being a part of that 23 team was special, but just to play a part in this run in Omaha was a dream come true, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I'm just super thankful to do it with great teammates like Chris and Anthony.
Michael Cobble, WBRZ TV in Baton Rouge for Anthony. And Chris, if you don't mind, we'll start with Anthony. The idea that you guys were battle-tested coming into this thing, right? And you've seen probably a little bit of everything. Obviously, the first inning in this one got off to a little wild, wacky start, but then you had to settle in and play ball for 8 more innings, I guess. Just speak to the resilience and kind of the understanding that this thing was a long way from being over.
Yeah, like you said, we've been tested all year. I was just waiting for adversity to hit me in the game. Right when that happened, I knew that's when I put my pedal to the metal and just push a little bit more, and just continue to fight for the team. And just I know that I got guys behind me that obviously, we just won this thing, so they're pretty good at baseball. But they just did their job behind me, so super grateful for that.
Yeah, I say, we've been tested all year. We've been through some ups and downs, and there's no one I would do it with besides this team. Like, it's been amazing. It starts at the top with Coach Johnson and the staff, and just keeping us ready and prepared day in, day out. When we went down 1-0, like, that's really nothing for us because we know the whole game's ahead of us, and we got the best team.
Anthony, now that you're a national champion, what did that Little Rock win, the last one, do for your guys' confidence?
Yeah, I think we were confident before that, but I think just coming back from that game really showed us what we were about. Obviously, they played very well that weekend, and just us staying to our plan and our approach and just continuing to be ourselves really helped us out going forward.
Aaron Fitt, you in baseball. Anthony, I assume when you made the decision to come to LSU that winning a national championship was a major reason behind that decision. Now that you're here, I mean, how does this compare to maybe what you dreamed it might feel like?
Yeah, I remember hugging my parents right now with the natty hat and shirt on. When I dreamed about this place, and even on my visit, just looking at all the history on the wall, this is what I dreamed of, literally, throwing pitches, starting the game for the final game of the national championship. So just super grateful for Coach Johnson for giving me the opportunity, and thankful for God, obviously.
Hey, Glenn Gilbo, Tiger Rag. Chase, what were you thinking when you came in? You went to a tough situation there. They got close. Just how was your heart pounding? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I was just trying to take it one pitch at a time. I just kept thinking about my teammates. Just really wanted to get the job done for them, and I feel like when you try to do something for your teammates, it kind of takes the pressure off of you, and it just allows me to go in there and focus on the job.
Jacob Render, Baseball America. For all three of you guys, what does Coach Johnson do to bring this group together and get you guys to this point, especially with so many new faces in the building this year?
Yeah, I'll start. He's the man. Like, I say that all the time, but like, we come in and we know, what our jobs are, and he lays it out for us and makes it very, very easy to understand. So for us to just go out there and be ourselves and play our game, like that's what LSU is.
For sure. Yeah, I'm super thankful for Coach Johnson. I've really appreciated these past 3 years. And, like Chris said, he's the man. He outlines everything before every game and kind of just makes our job a lot easier because he, says what's going to happen before the game, and we just got to go out there and execute.
Yeah. It feels like a movie when he talks about the lineup before the game, talking about everybody's role, how they can contribute to scoring runs on the offensive side. It's fun to watch. But nobody more prepared, obviously, than Coach Johnson. He puts in so much work that none of us see, just preparing the team and preparing the coaching staff to, tackle any obstacle.
Michael Pojik, LSU Sports. Chris, talk about that 2 RBI single, giving you guys the lead, kept the lead after that. Kind of just talk about that, your thought process going up to the plate.
Yeah, I went up there with a clear mind, and like Chase said earlier, I was just trying to do it for the guys. It was 1-1 at the time, and I knew if I came through, it'd put us on top. And, it was really just getting a good pitch and putting a good swing on it, like, all year.
For Chase and Anthony, I think we can all agree Jay's the man. But how about Nate as well? The job that crew has done developing pitchers, right, and making this place a place that pitchers want to come pitch at. I guess you two can speak to different avenues. But what have you seen in the development in both of your games and Cade's game? That really has established LSU as maybe the place to be for pitchers.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Coach Jesse's great. He holds us to a really high standard. He always says he's coaching us for the player he thinks we're going to be rather than the player we are right now. So, yeah, just holding us to the higher standard just allows us to go out there and, just work really hard and do our job.
Yeah, just like Coach Johnson, he works day in and day out, so much time that nobody sees. Just helping the pitching staff find out who they are as pitchers, and I think that's the most important going forward, trying to figure out your identity as a pitcher. And he just does a really good job of being really transparent with everybody.
For Chris and Anthony, when you guys were in the transfer portal and Coach Johnson is giving his pitch to you guys, what did he pitch, and then how did he execute on that recruiting pitch?
Yeah, in June we were on the phone and he told me, do you want to come play for the best program in the country? And that was a no-brainer. So, but after that, just really belief and communication's really been the biggest. Just coming here, knowing the main goal, playing at LSU, there were already 7 of them, so why not get another?
Yeah. I just remember Coach Johnson calling me. I was still waiting to wake up from my dream. I didn't really believe it until I talked to him on the phone. But he would just text me every day, sending me pictures of the pinstripe jerseys. That's why I wore them, honestly. Just telling me Friday night, carving dudes, 24. What number do you want? 24. It's yours. Just super persistent, and credit to him. He made it clear that this is the place to be.
We have time for one more question for the student athletes, if anybody has one.
Chase, Jace talked about the story a couple times, but you decommitted from a school before coming to LSU. What was sort of your thought process behind that decision? And then again, how did he sort of execute the plan that Jay laid out for you up to today?
Yeah, pretty similar to Chris and Anthony. Coach Johnson just made me feel wanted. He was really persistent in the way he was recruiting me. Same thing. What number do you want? Number 34. Just kind of executing and telling me everything that was going to happen in my freshman season, and it did happen. We won a national championship, and I think once you get to campus, he keeps recruiting you because that's just the coach he is. He's a great coach, and I'm really thankful I ended up coming to LSU.
Hey, Anthony, Chase, Chris, congratulations once again. Enjoy the celebration, and thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Let's go, boys.
Made it happen.